Alright, welcome back. Today's video is actually a very interesting one. I've seen a lot of videos like this on YouTube about Shopify and how essentially people made, well, essentially how well people did in their first month on Shopify. This is my first month. It was a pretty crazy month for me. This was in February, and this is how I made $2,865 profit in my first month on Shopify. The reason why I said profit is because a lot of the gurus, the Shopify gurus, they will only mention the sales, they won't mention the profit, and it's completely misleading. The first thing that the brain thinks about is, say, I made $10,000, I made $10,000 in sales. First thing the brain thinks is, $10,000 is straight into a bank account. And it's usually, depending on the margin, it's usually like sometimes half. But yeah, okay. So essentially, it was a very interesting start. I was not expecting it. I don't think anyone expected to go this well in the first month. But, there is a lot of things that went into it to, actually, no, that's a lie. There's not many things that went into it. I did kind of get lucky. But I did, I never actually gave up. I just carried on and carried on and carried on. There were so many obstacles that went in my way. But I just carried on. And, yeah, I'm going to go through my first month profit. And, yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I don't want to, give certain things away, but you know what I mean. First of all, if you enjoy my content, subscribe. There'll be more videos coming every single day for as long as possibly can. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got a find every trial in the description if you want to check that out. Right, okay. In terms of the product, my product price, I did round it, I put it into dollars as well, just so it made more sense. My product price was around $4. It was just slightly less than $4, but I rounded it up just for ease. And so yeah, it was $4, but I actually managed to sell it for $25. Which, in hindsight, I could have probably gone with $30. I did go for just one product. It wasn't, I didn't just flood my entire store. I was taught, by some of the people I've watched and some of the people I looked up to. I was told to just go for one product and market that one product, which is exactly what I did. So I sold it $25, and I went on AliExpress and I turned, obviously I did exactly what you imagine, and I put it onto my store and I marketed it. Sold it $25. The margin was obviously $21 if you do basic math. So I went onto AliExpress. It was phone cases, by the way. I should probably, gone with that. It was phone cases, and what I did with phone cases is not quite as easy to do nowadays because it's very saturated. But I went for very, very specific kinds of phone cases for. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but for example, Xiaomi. Still don't know how to say it. Xiaomi. They obviously they're a very niche kind of phone. They don't have many people making these products for them. Obviously Huawei as well. There's not many people making Xiaomi or Huawei phone cases, so it's a very good one to start off with back then anyway. That's probably not the best way to start off nowadays, but that's how I started off. So I went onto this and I found some good products. I spent quite a lot of time, a couple of days trying to figure out which product to go for. It's not as easy as it looks to just go for a product, put it onto a store and then market it. It's really not that easy. There's a lot of things that goes into it. But yeah, I went to AliExpress. The next thing was to have an influencer, and obviously, if you know how to do it, Instagram by the way, if you know how to do it, it's really not that hard to find an influencer. It's not going to take that long to do, but you just go onto a theme page, whatever. And then if that theme page isn't enough, go onto the related theme pages and just find one and look, go on Flanks, which is where I recommend to look for the engagement rate. Sorry. For example. That's a nice spell name. Flanks, it'll show you the engagement rate of certain people. Okay, it's not going to work. My internet's through trouble in a minute, but I believe our rate's like just under 3% or something like that. But yes. So yeah, going on to influencer, I did go into specifics for this one. The person whose influencer was, it had around 350,000 followers. I only used one page for this, by the way, which again in hindsight I could have done. I could have just looked around, but I was kind of, I just wanted it to work. And as soon as I found a method that works, I just, bled it dry. I've got everything I possibly could could have got out of it. And the engagement rate was 5.5%, which is actually very good for a influencer with 350k. And it was $60 per 24 hours, which isn't great. It wasn't very good, but $60, that's what I went for. It worked very well, and now I didn't saturate the page too much. As soon as I realised how well I was going to do with this, I made sure that I didn't just go, do it again, and do like 3 in a day, which I know a lot of people do. I decided to wait every 2 days. Sometimes I'd do 2 in 1 day. Sometimes I'd wait like 3 or 4 days until I do it in one, just to But here is what I think the main thing that made me do this well was the 3 different ads. It is so important. If you're gonna do my method, which is basically just spam a theme page, make more than 1 ad. Don't just go with 1 ad. I still use this method to this day. Use. Well, it doesn't have to be 3 different. It can just be 2 if you really want. But I use 3 different ads just so the viewers can. It doesn't look like it's just completely spam it, and the influencer will be more inclined to actually continue with it. Which I think that is pretty much what made me do so well in my in my first month. Obviously, I use flanks to check engagement. I really do recommend this product. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just recommend that it does work very well, and it is so important. I see a lot of people, they don't listen to what the person whose video they're watching. They don't listen to them. They just find an influencer. Oh, that's a lot of followers. I can probably get a good rates on this, and they don't check the engagement rate. It is so important. So I recommend flanks. So yeah, that is essentially the gist of it. Obviously, as I say, I'm going to make more and more videos. I'm probably going to use this month's profit as an example quite a lot on this channel, because it is something that is very easy to use an example. It's proof, isn't it? It's proof that it works. So yeah, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe. 14-day free trial in the description for Shopify if you are willing to. If you're looking to start, just click on it, and there you go. You get 14-day free trial. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.